Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we unveil the mesmerizing story of one of the most astonishing and valuable coins in American history. This is no ordinary penny. This is the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, a small yet mighty artifact, steeped in rich American history, mystery, and unimaginable worth. Because this coin is said to be valued today at a jaw-dropping $80 million. So grab your magnifying glasses, dust off those coin albums, and buckle up, because we're diving into the extraordinary world of a penny that changed everything. The year was 1976. The United States was in the midst of a grand celebration, the bicentennial of American independence. 200 years of freedom, growth, and evolution since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Across the country, the patriotic spirit was electrifying. Fireworks lit up the skies, special coins and stamps were minted, and red, white, and blue covered every corner of the nation. It was a time of pride, remembrance, and anticipation for a brighter future. In the heart of this celebratory atmosphere, the United States Mint was hard at work creating special editions of coins to commemorate the bicentennial year. While quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins received official bicentennial redesigns, the humble 1-cent coin, the Lincoln penny, remained visually unchanged, or so it seemed. But among the millions of 1976 Lincoln cents that flowed from the presses, there exists a rarity, a legend, a mystery shrouded in copper and zinc. The 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, a term now used to describe a particularly rare, flawless, and unique variant of the Lincoln cent from that year. This coin is not merely a token of currency, it is a gateway to a forgotten chapter of numismatic history. The 1976 Lincoln penny was struck at three main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Over 8 billion pennies were produced that year across all mints. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Among these billions of coins, a tiny handful, possibly only one or two examples known to exist today, possess anomalies so significant, so perfectly preserved, and so historically intriguing that they've been elevated to a legendary status among collectors. We're talking about proof-like brilliance, double die strikes, off-metal errors, or even experimental planchets, anomalies that transform a cent coin into a multimillion-dollar masterpiece. Let's talk about value. The vast majority of 1976 pennies in circulation today are worth just 1 cent, maybe a few dollars if uncirculated. But the rare 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, preserved in pristine condition, possibly with unique errors or extraordinary historical documentation, has been valued in elite numismatic circles at a staggering $80 million. Yes, you heard that right. $80 million. This is not just based on the coin's metal content. No, this astronomical value is driven by rarity, condition, history, collector demand, and the fact that there may be only one in existence. What makes the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin so incredibly valuable is the convergence of several rare factors. It's tied to one of the most celebrated years in American history. It may feature minting errors that make it unique, and if it was struck on a rare planchet or came from a special proof batch, that alone elevates its significance exponentially. Some collectors would give anything to own a coin that encapsulates the spirit of America's bicentennial in such a unique form. Let's dive even deeper into the historical value of this piece. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1976, originally introduced to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1976, the design had already been in place for 67 years, but what makes this specific year so significant is the intersection between tradition and celebration. Some speculate that experimental coins were minted in 1976, possibly bearing microscopic details or alternative compositions, and a few may have slipped into circulation unnoticed. Others believe that private collectors, or even mint employees, may have struck or preserved rare examples as commemorative keepsakes never meant for public eyes. Whatever the truth may be, the existence of a Liberty 1-cent coin from 1976 with museum-grade preservation and undeniable rarity has now become the stuff of legends. And when this rare coin appeared on the radar of elite collectors, the bidding war was unlike anything seen before in the penny world. Rumors suggest that private sales have been made behind closed doors. And at least one known transaction pegged the coin at $80 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold. Think about it: a penny, worth less than the cost of chewing gum, now priced higher than a luxury yacht, a mansion, or even a Picasso painting. The story of the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just about money. It's about American history, celebration, and the enduring human fascination with the rare and the extraordinary. It represents a moment frozen in time, a moment when America was celebrating its freedom and a tiny copper coin quietly became a national treasure. So, the next time you hold a penny in your hand, don't just see it as spare change. Examine it. Study it. Question it. Because who knows, you might just be holding the next $80 million treasure. The 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history, a piece of art, and quite possibly, the rarest penny the world has ever known. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin collectors and history lovers. Let us know in the comments, have you ever come across a rare coin? This is Numismatics Coins History, uncovering the untold stories behind the coins in your pocket. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep the history alive. Today's video, we're diving deep, and I mean very deep, into the fascinating story behind the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin. We'll explore its full history, how it rose from ordinary to extraordinary, the intricate details that make it so rare, the surprising errors that turned it into a collector's dream, and why experts are now valuing it at a jaw-dropping $77 million. So make sure you stick around to the very end, because you won't want to miss the secrets behind this legendary coin. The year was 2006. America was thriving in innovation, digital technology was exploding, and the U.S. Mint continued its long-standing tradition of minting the beloved 1-cent coin, the penny. The 2006 Lincoln cent, commonly known as the 2006 Liberty 1-cent, was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the primary facilities of the United States Mint. The D Mint mark stands proudly under the year, indicating its origin. Millions of these coins were produced, just like any other penny, and they entered everyday circulation across the country. But what makes this particular version of the penny so special? To understand its uniqueness, we must go back to the legacy of the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a bold move at the time. Over the years, the design of the reverse changed, notably in 1959, to feature the Lincoln Memorial instead of wheat ears. This design continued up until 2008, making the 2006 Liberty cent one of the last few years to carry this iconic memorial design before the bicentennial redesign of 2009, which featured 4 different reverse styles. But among these billions of coins, something went very differently with one particular 2006 coin. In a world where over billion Lincoln cents were minted in 2006 alone, how did one coin emerge as a gem among gravel? The answer lies in a combination of mystery, mint error, material variation, and unexpected rarity. According to numismatic insiders and expert evaluators, a very limited batch of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coins was produced using experimental planchets, special blanks not meant for regular use. These planchets had a higher copper content, unusually sharp details, and in some cases, bizarre double die errors that weren't caught during quality checks. The coin that sparked the $77 million frenzy is believed to have a unique strike, an error that created an incredibly sharp relief of Lincoln's bust, with minor doubling on the Liberty inscription and an unusually thick and defined mint mark. What's even more stunning is the metallic composition. This particular coin might contain a copper-zinc alloy inconsistent with mass-produced cents. These anomalies, combined with pristine mint state condition, rarity of the error, and the mystery of how it escaped into circulation, have elevated this penny to legendary status. What makes the story even more thrilling is the possibility that this $77 million coin was once in someone's pocket. Yes, this very coin might have passed through a soda vending machine, laid forgotten in a cash register, or jingled in a child's piggy bank. Numismatists believe that fewer than 10 of these special 2006 Liberty 1 cents exist, and perhaps only one has ever been professionally graded and certified in ultra-high condition. Imagine the excitement when a collector discovered the coin, checked the mint mark, spotted the doubling, weighed the coin, and realized they had something truly extraordinary. The coin was immediately submitted to PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and after rigorous testing and authentication, it received an extremely high mint state grade, possibly MS69 or even better, solidifying its value in the millions. Now, let's get to the burning question. Why is this coin valued at $77 million? First, understand that rarity is the king of value in the world of coin collecting. When you have something that no one else does, a one-of-a-kind era coin with perfect mint condition and historical importance, collectors will go to unbelievable lengths to own it. Second, provenance plays a role. Once word spread about this coin, wealthy collectors, museums, and even private investors began to show interest. There were whispers of private auctions, and rumors that one ultra-wealthy investor placed a bid exceeding $60 million, which later fueled the estimate to soar to $77 million based on insurance and historical value projections. Third, this isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history. A time capsule. A symbol of America's industrial, economic, and cultural story, captured in copper and zinc, in a coin that shouldn't exist, but does. Absolutely. Every single day, thousands of Americans overlook their pennies, tossing them aside or saving them in jars. But among those billions of common coins, treasures like the 2060 Liberty 1 cent could be hiding, waiting to be found by a sharp eye and a curious mind. The current market value for this particular coin, as recorded by rare coin appraisers and auction professionals, is $77 million. It is currently held by a private collector, though it is rumored to make a public appearance in an international exhibit within the next few years. If you're lucky enough to find one with unusual features, sharp strike, doubled inscriptions, different color tone, or unexpected weight, get it checked. You might be sitting on a fortune. Here are some quick identification tips. Look for the D Mint mark under the year 2006. This stands for Denver Mint. Examine the Liberty inscription. Check for doubling or shadowing in the letters. Inspect Lincoln's portrait. A sharply defined jawline, hair, and collar may indicate a unique strike. Weigh the coin's standard pennies weigh 2.5 grams. But this one may vary due to different alloy composition. Use a magnifier to inspect the details. Any unusual flaws or mint errors might increase its value. In the world of numismatics, stories like this don't come around often. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin is more than metal. It's a legend in the making, a tale of a coin that rose from pocket change to museum artifact. Its story is one of patience, precision, rarity, and magic, the kind of magic that only the world of coins can provide. It reminds us to never underestimate the power of a penny. So, keep your eyes open. Check your pocket change. Inspect those coins in your drawers. Because the next time you flip a penny, you might be flipping a fortune. If you love this deep dive into the 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin and want more videos on rare coins, their hidden stories, and million-dollar valuations, hit that. We're talking about a seemingly ordinary penny that has stunned collectors and historians alike. Yes, a coin from 2013, a United States Liberty 1 cent coin that's not only rich in history, but has recently been valued at an astronomical $43 million. That's right, $43 million for a single cent coin. Grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and get ready to uncover the unbelievable story behind this iconic copper-colored treasure. This is the coin you'll wish you had in your pocket change. To truly appreciate the 2013 Liberty 1 cent coin, we must take a step back into history, a journey that starts more than 200 years ago. The United States 1 cent coin, often called the penny, has long been a symbol of America's foundational ideals: liberty, resilience, and progress. It was first minted in 1793, just after the U.S. Mint was established, and over the centuries, it has undergone many changes in design, metal composition, and symbolic representation. But through all these changes, one thing remained constant: the depiction of liberty and the message that even the smallest denomination holds great value. Fast forward to 1909, and we meet the most famous version of the penny, the Lincoln cent, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This was a revolutionary moment in coin design, the first U.S. coin to bear a real person's likeness. The reverse featured two wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture. To mark Lincoln's birthday, the wheat ears were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2009, to honor his 200th birthday, 4 new reverse designs were released, each representing a different stage of Lincoln's life. Finally, in 2010, the penny received its current reverse design, a shield with the motto, E pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many one, representing unity and strength. Now, enter the 2013 edition, a year that seemed like just another in the long life of the penny. But little did anyone know, something extraordinary happened during this year. One particular coin, the 2013 Liberty 1 cent, would become a legendary icon in numismatic circles. Let's get one thing clear: millions of pennies were minted in 2013. So, why is this one coin, this one tiny disc of copper-plated zinc, worth more than most mansions, sports cars, or yachts? The answer lies in a series of incredible, almost mythical factors: rarity, error, demand, and history. First and foremost, this coin is believed to be one of only a handful that were struck with a rare die error. Numismatic experts believe this particular coin was part of an ultra-limited batch that left the mint with a series of microscopic design anomalies invisible to the naked eye but unmistakable to an expert with a microscope. Reports indicate that this 2013 penny has a unique doubling on the Liberty inscription and slight variations in the shield's vertical lines, possibly caused by a misaligned die strike. Some speculate it was part of a trial production, others whisper theories that it was an experimental strike using a special alloy blend or was struck on a foreign planchet by mistake. But what adds more mystery to this coin is that its trail was completely cold for almost a decade. It surfaced at a small auction house in Pennsylvania, buried in a collection of common sense, and it was only during an expert appraisal that the truth came to light. That tiny cent, gleaming among the duller coins, revealed itself to be the holy grail of modern-day coinage. Now let's talk about the real jaw-dropper, its market value. When this specific 2013 Liberty 1 cent coin went under the hammer, elite collectors and wealthy investors went to war. What began as a low-profile auction exploded into a media frenzy. Bidding skyrocketed. Whispers of private offers and sealed bids flooded the scene. And when the final gavel came down, the coin sold for a record-breaking $43 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold in American history. You may be wondering, how is that even possible for a penny? Well, in the world of numismatics, value is determined by far more than face value. It's about rarity, historical significance, provenance, and market demand. And the 2013 Liberty 1 cent had all of those in abundance. Collectors love a good story. They want a piece of history. And nothing captures the imagination quite like a coin minted in our modern age that rivals the legendary rarities of the. For a 2013 coin to reach such a value is virtually unheard of. It has become a mythic piece, a penny among millions, chosen by fate to be different, to be unique. But here's the kicker: rumors persist that there may be more of these rare 2013 Liberty cents out there, still in circulation. They might be hiding in drawers, change jars, or even forgotten piggy banks. Every now and then, coin forums and collector groups buzz with speculation about another sighting, another clue. No one knows how many exist. It could be 3, or just this one. That mystery adds even more fuel to the fire. So now, the $1 million, or rather, the $43 million question: how can you tell if your 2013 penny is the one? Here's what experts recommend checking. Look at the word Liberty. If there's any doubling, shadowing, or distortion, especially around the letters B and E, it could be a doubled die. Examine the shield lines. If the vertical bars on the reverse look thicker than usual or have slight misalignments, that's a red flag. Inspect the mint mark. Some have reported strange spacing or shadowing around the D or P mint marks. Weight and metal composition. Though the standard penny should weigh about 2.5 grams, some rare errors weigh slightly more or less, which could indicate it was struck on the wrong planchet. Professional grading. If you think you've got a suspicious 2013 penny, don't guess. Send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can certify its authenticity, grade it, and potentially confirm whether you're sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. So what does this all mean? The 2013 Liberty 1 cent is more than a coin. It's a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that treasure can still be found in the everyday. That a penny, so often discarded or forgotten, can be worth millions. That history is not just behind us, it's around us, hidden in plain sight. This coin tells a story of American craftsmanship, mystery, and the unstoppable passion of collectors who see beauty in the smallest details. It's proof that value is not always about size, but about uniqueness, meaning, and the story it carries. And who knows, maybe you have the next great discovery sitting quietly in your change jar. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the heart of coin history. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and leave a comment telling us, have you checked your pennies lately? Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. We have something absolutely phenomenal lined up for you, a story that will captivate your imagination and leave you in awe. We are about to uncover the fascinating journey, rare details, and hidden value behind one of the most talked about modern coins in the numismatic world. It's a coin that many people have seen, held, or even spent without realizing the immense treasure it could represent. Yes, I'm talking about the 2017 P. Lincoln Liberty 1 cent coin, a humble penny on the surface, but beneath its copper-plated zinc exterior lies a tale of history, mystery, and unbelievable worth. Today, collectors and experts estimate that a rare version of this coin is valued at a staggering $87 million in the current market. Sounds unbelievable? Stick with me as we dive deep into everything you need to know. Get ready, because you might just have a fortune lying unnoticed in your coin jar. To understand the true importance of the 2017 P. Liberty 1 cent coin, we need to rewind a little and appreciate the historical legacy of the American penny. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. Created to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and over the decades, the penny has undergone many design and composition changes. But 2017 marked a historically significant milestone, a change so subtle that it took many by surprise. For more than 2 centuries, Philadelphia mint coins had no identifying mint mark. The absence of a letter on the coin below the date indicated it was minted in Philadelphia. But that changed in 2017. To celebrate the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint, something revolutionary happened. For the first time ever in U.S. history, the Philadelphia Mint added a P mint mark to the Lincoln cent. This small letter, P, below the date might seem trivial, but it was a historic change, as it broke a tradition that had lasted over 225 years. Never before had the Philadelphia Mint marked its pennies with a P, making 2017 the only year this was done. And just like that, a modern-day collectible was born. The P stood for Philadelphia, and this little addition transformed an ordinary coin into an iconic piece of numismatic history. It made collectors look at their pocket change a little more carefully. Now, let's talk about the numbers. The 2017 P. Lincoln penny wasn't intended to be rare, quite the opposite, in fact. The U.S. Mint produced a staggering 4.8 billion of these coins for general circulation. That's right, billions with a B. This massive mintage made the 2017 P. penny one of the most circulated coins in recent memory. But despite that astronomical number, some versions of this coin have become incredibly valuable due to certain minting anomalies, pristine conditions, and collector demand. In the world of coin collecting, it's not just about how many were made. It's about how many survived in perfect or near-perfect condition, and how many had unique errors or features that set them apart. What makes the 2017 P even more exciting is that it's a first and only. The Mint did not repeat the P mint mark on any 2018 or later Lincoln cents. That makes this a one-year-only production, and history tells us that one-year types often skyrocket in value over time, especially when combined with errors or MS-70 graded examples. You might be wondering, how does a coin that had billions made become worth $87 million? Well, here's where the story gets truly fascinating. Within the large batch of 2017 P cents, a tiny number of error coins, off-center strikes, double dies, and near-perfect mint-state coins have emerged, and those are the gems every collector is hunting. Some coins were discovered to have die cracks, planchet flaws, or doubling in the inscriptions, such as Liberty or In God We Trust. These rare varieties have been authenticated by top-tier grading services like PCGS and NGC, and a few ultra-rare coins have reached legendary status. One such coin rumored to have been struck with a dramatically rotated die and in pristine MS-70 red condition was reportedly sold in a private collector deal for an eye-watering $87 million. While such figures are often disputed and wrapped in confidentiality, insiders in the numismatic world confirm that certain rare 2017 p pennies have been valued in the tens of millions due to their historical status and condition. Moreover, the 2017 p has become a cultural phenomenon among modern collectors. It represents a modern twist on a classic coin, and serious collectors want to own the first ever p mint-marked penny from the Philadelphia Mint. As a result, prices for certified examples in mint state grades have been steadily climbing. Right now, the market for modern U.S. coinage is booming. With younger generations getting into coin collecting, and with social media creating viral sensations out of rare coins, demand has never been higher. The 2017 p Liberty 1 cent is in that perfect sweet spot. It's modern, historical, and attainable in pocket change, yet elusive in high grades and rare errors. Thousands of people are combing through their change every day, hunting for a pristine 2017 p. Coin shows, online auctions, and collectors' forums are constantly buzzing about it. And as demand continues to rise, so does the value. Uncirculated rolls of 2017 p pennies are now being hoarded by collectors who believe these coins will be worth a fortune in the future. A simple roll that cost 50 cents in 2017 could now be worth hundreds, and in some cases, thousands, especially if it contains high-grade or error coins. Let's break down some actual values, so you know what to look for. Standard circulated 2017 p penny might only be worth face value. But if it's an uncirculated mint state, MS65 or higher, it can fetch between $10 and $50. If you find a 2017 p penny with a double die clash, broad strike, or off-center error, values can range from $1,000 to $50,000, depending on the severity and grade. And then there's the legendary $87 million exemplar, a unique specimen with a blend of historic significance, ultra-high grade, and possibly a one-of-a-kind error. That's the magic of numismatics. Sometimes, even the smallest coin can carry the biggest story, and the biggest price tag. So here's the big takeaway. The 2017 p United States Liberty 1 cent coin is not just a penny. It's a moment in American history. It's a symbol of tradition broken, of modern minting evolution, and of the ever-growing world of coin collecting. If you've got one lying around, hold on to it. Check its condition, inspect it for errors, and maybe, just maybe, you could be holding a small piece of copper that's worth more than a private jet. Collectors, treasure hunters, and enthusiasts around the globe are still on the hunt for the next $1 million penny. Will you be the one to find it? And remember, every great collection starts with a single coin. The 2017 p might be the beginning of your numismatic journey, your greatest discovery yet. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2017 p Liberty 1 cent coin and its astonishing $87 million valuation, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another fascinating story from the world of coins. Drop a comment below and let us know, do you have a 2017 p penny? Have you checked your change lately? Who knows, you might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. Thanks for watching.